welcome to Kare Speedway. I'm Nate Pennington, and I can't believe that we are actually here for the last time for the 1994 season. The 94 door closer is at hand. First up tonight is the mini stocks. We're going to have a lot of people to thank and go through with, a lot of goodbyes, and see you next year's. As we take a look at the Kare Cruise and getting set up over there at the drag strip. Plenty of fine cars out here this weekend for that. That's also an event that Penstroke Productions will videotape. I'd like to take this opportunity right now to wish a very get well soon to Joyce Mink, who is a little bit under the weather. We all know and love Joyce, and we cannot hope and pray that she gets back quick enough to the tracks. So Joyce, get well soon, and we hope to see you back at the track soon. We should be racing here with the mini stocks here in just a couple of seconds as they come out onto the track. Okay, the first car out and on the pole tonight for tonight's mini stock heat race is car number 25. That's Mike Risley in the 25 car. Outside of Mike, it appears will be car number 24. Jeff Foltz, the mini stock's own version of the Intimidator and Dominator here of late. The 81 of Red Harvey is next, and outside him the 28 of Larry Felix, the 42 of Greg Howard, the 9 of Scott Hall, the 85 of Jay Crawford, the 23 of Aaron Free, and the 0 car of Jeff Morris. The Kare mini stocks coming out for their last heat race for the 1994 season.
32, 34, and 02. That's the first heat. Let's bring the second heat up. 99 and 1. 87, 55, 22.
Good look at the Kare pace car pacing this field of mini stocks around for their heat race. Penstroke Productions would like to thank the staff and management of Kare Speedway, and specifically Barbara and Richard Chrysler, for all their assistance and help and being so nice to us, not only for 1994 but the past 3 seasons, marking the end of our 3rd year in our association with Kare Speedway. Your lineup once again: Mike Risley, Jeff Foltz, 81 Red Harvey, 28 Larry Felix, 42 Greg Howard, 9 Scott Hall, Jay Crawford, Aaron Free, and Jeff Morris. They pick up the throttle out of turn 4. And the green flag flies, and we are racing. Your leader of lap 1 is car number 24. No surprise, that's Jeff Foltz. In second right now is Mike Risley in the 25 car. The 81 Red Harvey third, and fourth is Greg Howard, but Scott Hall looks to want to put an end to that very quickly here. Good battle going on for that 4th position as Scott Hall pulls right up on the back bumper and now looks outside of Greg Howard in turns 1 and 2. Also Red Harvey right on the back bumper of Mike Risley in the 25 car. Risley a little loose through turn 3. He slides coming out of the 4. Harvey looks to the outside down the front straightaway. Now Harvey inside of car number 25 as Mike Risley goes wide through turns 1 and 2. Your leader still car number 24, Jeff Foltz. White flag for your leader, car number 24, Jeff Foltz. Running in second now is Red Harvey in the 81 car. In third would be the Greg Howard machine, car number 42. Running in fourth is Mike Risley. Your winner will be car number 24, Jeff Foltz, and the rest of them will finish just that way. Red Harvey, Greg Howard, Mike Risley rounding out your top 4. Once again, your winner, car number 24, Jeff Foltz. Okay, now it's time for the Kare Pro Stocks. On the pole, car number 32, that's Jerry Johns Jr. Outside him, car number 92, John Matuszewski. Then it's Rick Curtin in the 41 machine, the 34 of Dave Sewell. Kare Pro Stocks. Green flag flies and we are racing. Your early leader in 1 and 2 is Jerry Johns Jr.
Bring your late models up. 24 and 19.
And your leader of lap number 1, car number 32, Jerry Johns Jr. John Matuszewski runs second. In third is Rick Curtin. In fourth, Dave Sewell in that 34 car. Running 2 heat races for the Pro Stocks tonight. And this is the first one as Dave Sewell now runs third as he gets around the 41 of Rick Curtin. Your leader is still the 32 of Jerry Johns Jr. John Matuszewski in the 92 runs second. And Dave Sewell now runs third. Rick Curtin back to fourth.
Here we go.
Dave Sewell pulls in. Looks to be wanting that second position, trying to get it away from John Matuszewski. Dave Sewell in that 34 machine. Jerry Johns Jr., your winner, flag to flag, 92, John Matuszewski, Dave Sewell, and Rick Curtin rounds out the top 4. In fact, the only 4 for this heat race.
Let's try to get the race in tonight. So let's line up.
Car number 32, Jerry Johns Jr., your winner.
Bring both heats of late models up.
And now, time for heat race number 2 for the Pro Stocks. On the pole, car number 99, Chuck McClure. Outside of him is car number 1J, that's Jerry Johns. And it's the 87 of John Fitzgerald. And outside of him will be the 22 of the Rocket Man, Tom Randolph. Then Johnny Crank, car number 30. And then the 55 of Fred Poole.
Car number 99, Chuck McClure. Outside the front row,
Kare pace car, the lights have already gone out. He'll pull off the track in turn 4. We should get a green flag this time by.
Okay, let's bring the second heat. Let's bring the second late models up.
Green flag flies and we are racing. Chuck McClure pulls out to that early lead. It's Chuck McClure, Jerry Johns. Good battle back there for that third position between John Fitzgerald and Tom Randolph. They're side by side. Randolph on the outside, Fitzgerald on the inside. Good battle going on. Now Randolph has that third position. He goes after second immediately. He's on the outside of Jerry Johns and he's looking for the lead. He's now up beside car number 99, Chuck McClure. Tom Randolph, car number 22. Now your leader coming out of turn 4. He slips, but he maintains it and the lead. Car number 22, Tom Randolph. Chuck McClure back to second. Jerry Johns now runs third. John Fitzgerald in fourth. Johnny Crank in that 5th position. Now Jerry Johns looks to the outside of the 99 of Chuck McClure. Jerry Johns, car number 1, now second. McClure back to third, but Fitzgerald looks to be finding a way around. Your leader still, car number 22, Tom Randolph. In second is Jerry Johns. Chuck McClure in the 99 car, third. And John Fitzgerald runs fourth, and that's how they'll finish. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once again, your winner, car number 22, Tom Randolph.
Susie has the banquet tickets. They're on sale. Susie has the banquet tickets. 41, we're ready.
Now it's time for the Kare Late Model Sportsman. On the pole for their first heat race is car number 41, Rex Betty's. Outside him, the 7 of Ron Poole. Then the 24 car of Don Mahaffey Jr. and car number 19, Wayne Watercutter. The Kare Late Model Sportsman.
Cash bonus tonight, the last opportunity for 1994. We paid out a lot of bonus money last night.
Lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get green flag next time by. Once again, it's Rex Betty's, Ron Poole, Don Mahaffey Jr., and Wayne Watercutter. They pick up the throttle through turn 3, turn 4. And the green flag does fly, and we are racing. And coming out of turn number 4, your early leader, car number 41, Rex Betty's. In second is Don Mahaffey Jr. in the 24 machine. Wayne Watercutter runs third. Ron Poole back to fourth. Now Watercutter looks to the outside of Don Mahaffey Jr., but Mahaffey Jr. looks to the outside of Rex Betty's. They're looking 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Somebody will have to give it. It's Wayne Watercutter. He slips back behind the Don Mahaffey Jr. machine. Rex Betty still your leader. Wayne Watercutter looks to the inside of Don Mahaffey Jr. down the front straightaway. Wayne Watercutter, car number 19, and Don Mahaffey Jr. in the 24 car. They're side by side through turns 1 and 2. Now Wayne Watercutter has that second place. He'll set his sights on the leader, Rex Betty, in car number 41. And now Wayne Watercutter pulls to the outside of Rex Betty's through turns 1 and 2. He slips a little bit and loses just a little bit of ground, but he comes back in turns 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, they're side by side. Now Wayne Watercutter, car number 19, your leader. Rex Betty's back to second, but Betty's battles back down the backstretch. They're side by side through turns 3 and 4 once again. Wayne Watercutter with a slight advantage that time across the stripe. Now he takes over that lead as Rex Betty slides through turns 1 and 2. Betty's now second. Don Mahaffey Jr. still runs third. Wayne Watercutter, your leader. He's pulling away a little bit as Mahaffey Jr. looks to the inside of Rex Betty's. Don Mahaffey Jr. now runs second. Rex Betty's back to third. Ron Poole still runs in that fourth position. White flag, one more lap to go for your leader, car number 19, Wayne Watercutter. Betty's looks to the inside of Don Mahaffey Jr. through turn 2. He can't get the job done. Wayne Watercutter will be your winner. And second will be Don Mahaffey Jr., Rex Betty's, and Ron Poole. Once again, your winner, car number 19, Wayne Watercutter.
Get them lined up. We got plenty of room.
All right, now it's time for the second heat race for the Kare Late Model Sportsman. On the pole, car number 70, Germantown's own Joe Hill. Outside of him, Carl Stapleton in the 33 car. Then it's Gary Estes in 72, 17, Sam Heckman, and 2, Dave Brandenburg.
Germantown, Joe Hill. Outside the front row, car number 33.
Lights go out on the Kare pace car. We should get a green flag next time by.
Car number 72, Gary Estes. Outside the 17, Sam Heckman.
Once again, it's Joe Hill, Carl Stapleton, Gary Estes, Sam Heckman, and Dave Brandenburg. They pick up the throttle going into turn 4. Good looking start. Green flag flies and we are racing. And they're side by side all the way around the track. Now Joe Hill with a slight advantage over Carl Stapleton. Joe Hill will get the credit for leading the first lap. in that 70 machine. Gary Estes also right there battling for that second position with Carl Stapleton. Joe Hill, your leader. Carl Stapleton barely runs second over Gary Estes third, and in fourth is Dave Brandenburg. Sam Heckman back to that fifth position. Now Estes takes over second as Dave Brandenburg looks to the inside of Carl Stapleton. Gary Estes now second. Joe Hill still leading this one, as Brandenburg and Stapleton ride it side by side all the way around the track. Now Brandenburg pulls into that third position as Stapleton continues to backpedal through the field. Now Estes looks to the outside of Joe Hill, but that gave Brandenburg the opportunity to slip inside of Estes. Now Brandenburg and Estes are side by side for that second position. And no discernible second place car at that period as they were side by side there. Now Dave Brandenburg moves into that second position. Gary Estes back to third. Joe Hill still leading this one. But now Brandenburg looks to the outside of Joe Hill, that time down the front straightaway. Joe Hill with a slight advantage through turns 3 and 4. They're side by side as they come across the stripe that time. And this is going to be a close one, and your winner, Dave Brandenburg. Joe Hill will finish second, Gary Estes third. Once again, your winner, car number 2, Dave Brandenburg. Beginner street stock up next. On the pole, car number 40, Eddie Simpson. Outside of him, the 28 of Tom Henry. Then it's 8, Tom Rose. 99 is Dan Williams. 3, David Barnhart. 18, Jeff Albright. And bringing up the tail, right as the camera pulled away, and I can't see who that is. We'll have to wait till we get in on him. There's Eddie Simpson, Tom Henry, Tom Rose, Dan Williams, Jeff Albright, David Barnhart, and that's Jeff Isbell. Sorry, Izzy. That's Jeff Isbell in the 69 car.
Okay, now we've got the banquet tickets for sale in the concession stand in the pit. Banquet tickets are for sale.
And I don't believe we got to start that time by. But we may have. Yes, green flag did fly. Your early leader, Tom Henry in the 28 machine. Eddie Simpson back to second. Now Dan Williams looks underneath down the front straightaway. Dan Williams now runs second. Tom Rose immediately jumps into that third position as Eddie Simpson backpedals through the pack. Jeff Albright now runs fourth. So it's Tom Henry, Dan Williams, Tom Rose, and Jeff Albright, your top 4. Now Rose looks to the outside of Dan Williams as he tries to find a way around. Now Williams looks to the high side of car number 28, Tom Henry. Dan Williams, the man on the move at this point. They're side by side through turns 3 and 4. Now Williams has the advantage coming out of 4. Dan Williams, your leader. Car number 28, Tom Henry, back to second. Tom Rose runs third, but Henry into the side of Williams, coming out of 2. Caution on the track. All right, Dan Williams gets his spot back. Tom Henry deposited to the tail, and we will be racing next time by. And Tom Henry actually going to the pits with a flat tire. Dan Williams takes the green flag as we are racing once again. And now Rose looks to the outside. Tom Rose, car number 8, your new leader. Dan Williams back to second just that quickly. Jeff Albright also gets around and runs in that third position as he gets around David Barnhart in the 3 car. Your winner, Tom Rose, Dan Williams, Jeff Albright, and I believe Jeff Isbell, 69 car, finishes 4th as David Barnhart shuts it down at the last moment. Once again, your winner, car number 8, Tom Rose. All right, the Killcare E-Mods are up next. On the pole, car number 37, that's Jim Collins. Outside of him is the 67, Lee Raymond. In the second row, car number 77, Brian Duncan, and outside him, the 27 of Dick Dunleavy Jr. Then it's the 3 of Jerry Stapleton, the 62 of Bill Bartholomew, the 71 of Jim Chin, the 9 of Ken Rutherford, and 2, Rusty Stroop. And no start that time by as the E-Mods almost run over the pace car, trying to get this race started very quickly.
Gary Stapleton, outside the 62, Bill Bartholomew.
And even though he's not out on the track, my apologies to Scott Reeser, the driver of the car number 22 E-Mod. Didn't know his name and just got an updated listing for the last race, and his name's on there. Scott Reeser, car number 22, not out here tonight for the E-Mods, but wanted to get his name in at least one time and get it right. All right, we should get a green flag next time by. It's Jim Collins and Lee Raymond. Raymond jumps out to that early lead as the green flag flies. Dick Dunleavy runs second, Collins back to third. They're side by side for 4th. That's Brian Duncan and Jerry Stapleton in the 4th position. As Dick Dunleavy Jr. looks underneath Lee Raymond down the front straightaway, but can't quite make it stick. And now Dunleavy looks to the high side of Lee Raymond out down the front straightaway. It's Raymond on the inside, Dick Dunleavy Jr. on the outside. They're side by side down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4 all the way around the track. Now car number 27, Dick Dunleavy, moves into that lead. Lee Raymond back to second. And Jerry Stapleton runs third. Jim Collins in that 4th position. Brian Duncan has dropped back to 5th. That car seems to be a little bit off with the handle now for the E-Race, although Duncan now underneath the Jim Collins machine. Brian Duncan now runs 4th, Jim Collins back to 5th. White flag, one more lap to go for your leader, car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr. They're side by side for that 2nd position. Stapleton looking to the high side of Lee Raymond down the back straightaway. Your winner will be Dick Dunleavy Jr. and in 2nd will be Lee Raymond. Jerry Stapleton finishes for 3rd and Brian Duncan in the 4th position. Once again, your winner, car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr. The Killcare Pure Stock's up next. Car number 98, Gary Seitz on the pole. Outside of him, car number 25, Jim Chamberlain. Then it's the 4, Harley Jenkins, the 57 of Chris Pawpaw, the 10 of Arliss Williams, the 28 of Danny Suffren. Car number 14, John Campbell, brings up the tail. They pick up the throttle out of turn 4. Green flag flies and we are racing. They're side by side in first time through turns 1 and 2. Car number 02, late arrival out on the track. I don't have a name on him. Car number 25, Jim Chamberlain, your leader. Chris Pawpaw gets around the 98 of Gary Seitz for 2nd. Danny Suffren will be the next to try. Seitz on the high side. Seitz all by himself. He spins in turn 4. Caution on the track. All right, we should get a green flag next time by. Jim Chamberlain leads Chris Pawpaw. Danny Suffren and Arliss Williams rounding out your top 4. Green flag flies and we are racing. Car number 25, Jim Chamberlain, your leader. Suffren looks to the high side as Arliss Williams jumps in on the inside of Suffren through turns 3 and 4. They're side by side down the front straightaway as Suffren now looks to the high side of Chris Pawpaw for that second position. Danny Suffren flying on that outside groove. Jim Chamberlain, your leader, but here comes Danny Suffren in the 28 machine. Suffren, your new leader, this time in turn 1. Chamberlain slides high. They both get a little bit loose, but they keep it going. Danny Suffren, your leader. Jim Chamberlain back to second. Arliss Williams looks to the high side of Chris Pawpaw. Williams way high down the front straightaway. He keeps it going. Danny Suffren pulling away with it. Jim Chamberlain still running second. Chris Pawpaw runs third. Arliss Williams now runs fourth. Or excuse me, Harley Jenkins runs fourth. Arliss Williams back to fifth. Now Jenkins looks to the inside of the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. As Jim Chamberlain still leads it just barely. Now Pawpaw slides high out of turn 4. I believe he clips the front stretch wall. He keeps it going. And 28, car number 28, Danny Suffren, your leader. Jim Chamberlain in second. Harley Jenkins finishes third. Once again, your winner, car number 28, Danny Suffren. And now it's feature time. On the pole, car number 37, Jim Collins. Outside him, the 67 of Lee Raymond. Then it's 2, Rusty Stroop. 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr. 77, Brian Duncan. 62, Bill Bartholomew. 3, Jerry Stapleton. 9, Kenny Rutherford. 7, Jim Chin. And there is Scott Reeser in the 22 machine. Scott Reeser, car number 22. All right, the lights go out on the Kilcare base car. We should get a green flag next time by. Jim Collins, Lee Raymond bring them down the back stretch for the last time before the green flag. And no start. The field pretty much spread out, and Lee Raymond with a big jump there on the lead. We'll get them relined back up, and we should get a start here in just a couple of moments. Dave Shear, Kilcare flagman, gives them the 1 lap to go signal. We should get a green flag if everything looks okay next time by. And once again, no start as Lee Raymond jumps out there. I'm not so sure if it's Lee Raymond jumping out or Jim Collins not getting up to speed quick enough. Either way, the result is the same. We still don't have a green flag. This start looks a little bit better. Green flag does fly, and we are racing. Lee Raymond, no surprise, jumps out to that early lead as Dick Dunleavy Jr. moves to the high side of Jim Collins through down the back straightaway and through turns 3 and 4. Collins spins in turn 4. And another one spinning. Rusty Stroop spins to miss. Caution on the track. All right, the green flag flies. We are racing once again. Almost didn't get the VCR started in time. And we didn't get a start that time by, so it gives me a little bit more time to get situated. Complete restart. So we're relining them back up. Complete restart. So it's Jim Collins, Lee Raymond, Rusty Stroop, and Dick Dunleavy Jr., your top four. Green flag flies, and we are racing once again. And once again, Lee Raymond pulls out to that early lead. All right, into lap one. Lee Raymond leads at Dick Dunleavy Jr. in second. Jim Collins runs third. It looks like Bill Bartholomew back there in that fourth position. And now Kenny Rutherford spins with a little help from Jerry Stapleton. Caution on the track.
The battle tickets yellow with 2 laps complete.
All right, 2 laps now complete. Your leader, Lee Raymond, Dick Dunleavy, Bill Bartholomew, Jim Collins, Brian Duncan, Kenny Rutherford, Rusty Stroop. And no green flag once again. I don't know what happened that time. We'll get them relined back up, and we'll get a green flag hopefully in a couple of moments. And Kenny Rutherford with some damage on the rear end. The man's not happy. All right, it's Lee Raymond, Dick Dunleavy, Bill Bartholomew, Brian Duncan, your top four. Green flag, we are racing. 1 lap down, 1 lap complete. Now Dunleavy looks to the high side of Lee Raymond coming out of turn 4. That time, they're side by side down the front straightaway and in turns 1 and 2. Now Dunleavy with a slight advantage down the back straightaway. And Dick Dunleavy Jr. in the 27 machine, your new leader. Lee Raymond back to second. Bill Bartholomew runs third. Looks like Brian Duncan back there in fourth. Good battle for that 5th position between Scott Reeser and Jerry Stapleton. Reeser, Jerry Stapleton side by side all the way around the track as Stapleton trying to find the way around in that high groove. Dick Dunleavy Jr. still your leader. We're watching this battle for the 5th position. Now Jerry Stapleton has 5th. He'll set his sights on the 4th place car, Brian Duncan. Running in third is Bill Bartholomew. Lee Raymond runs in second, of course. Dick Dunleavy Jr. running in that lead position. Now Scott Reeser pulls up on the back bumper. Jerry Stapleton as Brian Duncan slides through turn 4. He gathers it back in, but that allows Stapleton to pull in on his back bumper as Stapleton slides through turns 1 and 2. And Dunleavy running away with this one. He's still your leader. There's Lee Raymond, the 2nd place car, and there's your leader, car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr., with that comfortable lead. Dick Dunleavy Jr. and a lot of other rather well-known names will be battling this coming weekend for the main event 7 at Columbus Motor Speedway. That'll be videotaped by Penstroke Productions, as is all the races at Columbus Motor Speedway and Killcare Speedway and Killcare Dragway, Midwest's finest video racing series. Good battle going on before that 4th position. Jerry Stapleton, Brian Duncan, Bill Bartholomew trying to just hold on to that 3rd place. Stapleton looks to the inside of Brian Duncan down the back straightaway. They're side by side. Now Duncan gets to the high side of Bill Bartholomew as he slides a little bit in turns 3 and 4. Now Brian Duncan runs 3rd, Bill Bartholomew 4th, Jerry Stapleton in the 5th position. Dick Dunleavy Jr. still your leader. Lee Raymond still runs second. We're watching this battle for the third, fourth, and fifth positions. As Brian Duncan has third, Bill Bartholomew in fourth, and Jerry Stapleton running fifth in the 3 machine. Now Scott Reeser looks to the inside of Jerry Stapleton in turn 1. He slides. He's still sliding in turn 2. He finally gathers back in down the back straightaway, but he lost a lot of valuable time. Now Jerry Stapleton looks to the high side of Bill Bartholomew down the front straightaway. They're side by side in turns 1 and 2. Now Stapleton slides through turn 2. Still Dick Dunleavy Jr., Lee Raymond, Brian Duncan, your top 3, and then this battle for the 4th position between Bill Bartholomew and Jerry Stapleton. White flag, 1 more lap to go for your leader, car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Now a half a lap to go. 1 turn in 1994 will be over with for the E-Mods, and your winner of the last feature event for 1994, Dick Dunleavy Jr. In second will be Lee Raymond, third, Brian Duncan, fourth will go to Bill Bartholomew. And once again, your winner, car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr. The Kare Pro Stocks up next for their last feature event of 1994. On the pole, car number 32, Jerry Johns Jr. Car number 34, Dave Sewell, outside of him. And it's the 99 of Chuck McClure, the 1 of Jerry Johns Sr., the 87 of John Fitzgerald, the 30 of Johnny Crank, 55 Fred Poole, 22 Tom Randolph, 92 John Matuszewski, 41 Rick Curtin, and the 02 machine. And I don't have... All right, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get green flag next time by. Jerry Johns Jr. and Dave Sewell will bring them down. They pick up the throttle going into turn number 4. Green flag flies and we are racing. Dave Sewell pulls out to that early lead. And John Fitzgerald and Johnny Crank get together hard into the wall in turn 1. The water spray comes up from the barrels.
Fitzgerald hung up on the wall, both cars hard into the barrier in turn 1.
And there is John Fitzgerald climbing out of his car. Car number 87, John Fitzgerald. That car is just torn apart, and he is crawling out of that car and getting away. And here comes Johnny Crank out of his. Both drivers okay. All right, as we look at the Flaming Idiots out here for the Crowder's Kare Cruise in this weekend. Track cleanup continues in turn 1. As I said before, both drivers are okay. The Flaming Idiots will be giving us a demonstration of the flames that come out of the back of their cars. It's kind of neat in just a couple of moments.
With a Kare Cruise 1994.
There's a shot of some of those flames coming out the back of the car. As we look at the badly damaged and battered car of John Fitzgerald being lifted up still on its side by two of Hollis Towing's wreckers. All the safety equipment worked and John Fitzgerald walked out of this one. The whole back end of that car just sheared off. And now our demonstration by the Flaming Idiots. If you want to see more of these car shows, contact us here at Penstrok Productions for the Crowder's Kare Cruise video that we'll be shooting out here also this weekend. The Flaming Idiots.
and there will be hundreds of them tomorrow and Sunday in Killcare for the Killcare Cruise 1994. Wow.
Once again, the Flaming Idiots. All right, Killcare has done a fine job in cleaning up the mess in turn one. We should get a green flag here in a couple of moments. Johnny Crank back out in his own, in his own race car, car number 30. So he will get his spot back for this complete restart. John Fitzgerald obviously did not get back out in his own car. It surprised me that even Johnny Crank was able to drive his 30 machine. So John Fitzgerald will be driving the 3 car of David Barnhart, but it will be scored as the 87 machine. So John Fitzgerald in the black, number 87 now. Johnny Crank back in his car. Everybody else in the same positions as they were when they started this race. 1 lap to go, and we should get a green flag next time by. No, we're getting... Killcare pace car pulls off the track in turn 2. We should get a green flag next time by. Jerry Johns Jr., Dave Sewell, Chuck McClure, and Jerry Johns Sr., your top 4 cars. Pick up the throttle out of turn number 4. Green flag flies, and we are racing. And at the end of lap 1, it's Dave Sewell, your leader. In second is Jerry Johns Sr. in the 1 car. Chuck McClure running 3rd. Jerry Johns Jr., Tom Randolph side by side for that 4th position. And they come through the very dusty and foggy looking number 1 turn. Now Tom Randolph has that 4th position. He's looking to the outside of Chuck McClure for the 3rd position. Your leader is still Dave Sewell as Jerry Johns looks for a way around him, and Tom Randolph to the high side of Chuck McClure, that time down the back straightaway. Tom Randolph, Chuck McClure side by side. Now Jerry Johns looks to the inside of Dave Sewell for the lead. Jerry Johns on the inside, Dave Sewell on the outside, and here comes Tom Randolph in the 22 machine. Jerry Johns, now your leader. Tom Randolph underneath Dave Sewell for that 2nd position. Tom Randolph now 2nd. Dave Sewell back to 3rd. From 1st to 3rd in less than a lap. Jerry Johns, your leader. Tom Randolph runs 2nd. Dave Sewell and Chuck McClure round out the top 4. John still leads it. Tom Randolph right there in 2nd. He looks in to the inside, and they touch in turns 1 and 2. Johns slides sideways. Tom Randolph moves to the outside and around Jerry Johns Jr. Tom Randolph, car number 22, now your leader. Jerry Johns back to second. Third belongs to Dave Sewell. Chuck McClure in the fourth position. Jerry Johns Jr. running in the fifth position back there. That car having quite a nice series of runs of late. Jerry Johns Jr. in that 32 machine. Starting to put it all together. Your leader is Tom Randolph, the Rocket Man. Car number 1, Jerry Johns Sr. in second. Dave Sewell third. Charles McClure, Chuck McClure in that fourth position. There's a look at the 87 of John Fitzgerald and the 30 of Johnny Crank as they continue to battle for position on the track. And there's your leader, Tom Randolph, in the 22 machine. He'll be coming up and encountering the lap traffic of Fred Poole and Rick Curtin. Tom Randolph putting a lap on Fred Poole in the 55 machine. He'll set his sights on the 41 of Rick Curtin next. Randolph still your leader. Jerry Johns runs second. Dave Sewell in third. And your winner, car number 22, Tom Randolph. In second will be Jerry Johns, Dave Sewell, and Chuck McClure rounds out the top 4. So your winner of the last feature event for the Pro Stocks for 1994, Tom Randolph in the 22 machine. Kare Sportsmen are next. It's Rex Betty's on the pole. Don Mahaffey Jr. outside of him. Joe Hill, Carl Stapleton in the next row. Gary Estes, Sam Heckman in the third row. Fourth row will be Dave Brandenburg and Wayne Watercutter. Next row is Ron Poole in the 7 machine.
Here's your late model lineup.
And the lights go out on the Kare base car. We should get a green flag next time by Rex Betty's, Don Mahaffey Jr., Joe Hill, Carl Stapleton, Gary Estes, Sam Heckman, Dave Brandenburg, Wayne Watercutter, and Ron Poole. No start, no start. Cars kind of strung out there. We like to see them a little bit closer together on the starts. We'll get them relined back up. Should get a green flag here in just a couple of moments. Probably the next time by the stripe, we should get a green flag. Pick up the throttle coming out of turn number 3. The green flag flies and we are racing. They're side by side into turns 1 and 2. It's Rex Betty's on the inside, Don Mahaffey Jr. on the outside. They battle side by side for the lead. Now Mahaffey Jr. high through turns 1 and 2. Rex Betty's now your leader, Joe Hill. Underneath, Don Mahaffey Jr. trying to get that second position as Mahaffey Jr. battles back to the high side once again of Rex Betty's through turns 1 and 2. Rex Betty still your leader down the back straightaway as Mahaffey Jr. slides a little bit. Good battle for your lead between the 41 Rex Betty's Don Mahaffey Jr., Joe Hill, and now Gary Estes and Carl Stapleton pull into this lead, making it a 5-car battle for the lead. And Mahaffey Jr. slides once again and into the turn 2 wall. He locked up the brakes trying to get her to stop, but didn't quite make it. All right, it's Rex Betty's, Joe Hill, Carl Stapleton, Gary Estes, Dave Brandenburg, Sam Heckman, Wayne Watercutter, and Ron Pohl. Green flag, we are racing once again. Rex Betty's your leader. Joe Hill runs second. Now Hill looks to the high side of Betty's through turns 1 and 2. Gary Estes also pokes his nose in there on the inside. Dave Brandenburg and Carl Stapleton also right there. Now Betty slides out of turn 4. Hill moves to the high side. Joe Hill, your new leader, but Rex Betty's will battle back through turns 1 and 2. And a little slide by Rex Betty's once again coming out of turn number 4. That's all Joe Hill needed. Joe Hill, car number 70, your new leader. Rex Betty's back to second. Dave Brandenburg now third. Carl Stapleton fourth as Gary Estes slides a little bit in that 5th position. Dave Brandenburg looks to the high side of Rex Betty's, that time down the front straightaway. Side-by-side battle for that 2nd position between Rex Betty's and Dave Brandenburg. Now Brandenburg with a slight advantage, that time down from the front straightaway. Dave Brandenburg, car number 2, this time down the back straightaway. He is in 2nd place. Rex Betty's back to 3rd. Wayne Watercutter will be the next one to try him. Joe Hill, your leader. Dave Brandenburg runs 2nd. Rex Betty's 3rd. Wayne Watercutter in 4th. Good battle for that 5th position. Sam Heckman and Carl Stapleton and Gary Estes battling for that 5th position. Joe Hill still your leader, but Dave Brandenburg right on his back bumper in 2nd. Rex Betty's runs 3rd. Wayne Watercutter right on his back bumper in 4th. Joe Hill, car number 70, your leader. Dave Brandenburg in the 2 car in 2nd. As Wayne Water looks to the high side of Rex Betty's, that time down the back straightaway. Good battle for that 3rd position now. Rex Betty's on the inside, Wayne Watercutter on the outside. Watercutter with a slight advantage that time across the stripe. Now Betty slides a little bit through turns 3 and 4. Wayne Watercutter takes advantage. Wayne Watercutter now runs 3rd. And we got a car spinning. It appears to be the Carl Stapleton machine. He spins in turn 2. Should get a green flag next time by. This is how they'll line up on the restart. Joe Hill, Dave Brandenburg, Rex Betty's, Wayne Watercutter, Sam Heckman, Gary Estes, Ron Pohl, and Carl Stapleton. Green flag flies and we are racing. Joe Hill trying to maintain that low line. Joe Hill, car number 70. Now Dave Brandenburg looks to the high side through turns 1 and 2. They're side by side. It's Joe Hill on the inside. Dave Brandenburg runs on the outside. As Rex Betty's and Wayne Watercutter go at it again for that 3rd position. 7 laps to go. for your leader, car number 70, Joe Hill. Wayne Waterker now runs in third. Rex Betty's back to fourth. Sam Heckman running in that fifth position. Once again, Dave Brandenburg looks to the high side of Joe Hill. It's a little slick up there in that high groove tonight. And Brandenburg, they're side by side down the front straightaway and into turns 1 and 2. Joe Hill on the inside, Dave Brandenburg on the outside. Now Hill with a slight advantage down the backstretch. They're still side by side. Now Hill with the advantage. Wayne Watercutter in the 19 car looks to the inside of Dave Brandenburg. Now Brandenburg is in a position of not only trying to get the lead, but protect that second place position he now has. Wayne Watercutter, Dave Brandenburg, they run side by side. White flag, one more lap to go for your leader, Joe Hill. Dave Brandenburg, Wayne Watercutter right there. It's going to be a close one. A three-car battle for the lead. Hill has it coming out of turn 4. Brandenburg and Watercutter are right there. Joe Hill, your winner. I believe Wayne Watercutter. Oh, and Dave Brandenburg slides and bumps the wall in turn 1. I believe Wayne Watercutter will finish second. Dave Brandenburg credited with the third position. No doubt about your winner, car number 70, Joe Hill from Germantown, Ohio.
Give those drivers a hand for a great grand finale.
Okay, up next, the beginner street stocks. Eddie Simpson on the pole, car number 28, Tom Henry. Inside, second row, 99, Dan Williams, 3, David Barnhart. Inside third row, 18, Jeff Albright. Outside him, Jeff Isbell. And bringing up the tail, car number 8, Tom Rose.
Driver of the 69 car, Jeff Isbell. Congratulations.
Your final beginner street stock event. One thing for sure, none of these drivers will be back in this division. The beginner street stock being a one season only event, so we'll have a whole new group of beginner street stock. These guys are now professionals, so this is their last race as so-called beginners. Next year they'll move into the pure and pro stock. Some of them might even go up to the late model sportsman or E-mods, or might go into the mini stocks, but one thing's for sure, they won't be racing in this division. They pick up the throttle out of turn 4. Green flag flies and we are racing. Eddie Simpson with that early lead through turns 1 and 2. Dan Williams in second. Tom Henry backpedaling through the pack. Jeff Albright now third. Tom Rose in fourth as the 28 car continues to go back through the pack. Your leader, car number 40, Eddie Simpson. Williams sideways through turn 1. He gathers it back together. Jeff Albright running in that third position, but here comes Tom Rose in the 8 car. Now Albright looks to the inside of Dan Williams down the back straightaway, but they get together. Jeff Albright, a little bit of agricultural racing as he goes down into the snake pit. And this is how they'll line up on the restart. Eddie Simpson, Dan Williams, Tom Rose, David Barnhart, Jeff Isbell, Tom Henry. Green flag, and we are racing once again. Simpson, your leader. Dan Williams running in second. Tom Rose in third. David Barnhart runs in that fourth position. Now Williams pulls up on the back bumper of the 40 car of Eddie Simpson. Simpson still your leader. Dan Williams in second. Tom Rose in third. As they begin to stretch it out just a little bit of space between each of the cars. The car appearing to be moving forward as much as any of them is the 3 car of David Barnhart as he looks to the inside of Tom Rose, that time through turn 4. Barnhart runs in that fourth position. Jeff Isbell running fifth in the 69 car. Once again, David Barnhart looks to the inside of Tom Rose in that fourth turn, but can't quite get the job done. Tom Rose pulls up on the back bumper of Dan Williams at that time through turns 3 and 4. Tom Rose looks to the high side through turns 1 and 2. And Sparks coming out from underneath the Dan Williams number 99 machine as Barnhart makes it underneath the 8 of Tom Rose. David Barnhart, car number 3, he is now running in that third position. As we continue to watch the sparks coming out of the Dan Williams machine, something scraping the ground on that up in front. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 40, Eddie Simpson. Dan Williams runs in second. David Barnhart third, Tom Rose in fourth. And Barnhart looks to the inside of Dan Williams at times to turn 4. He can't quite make it stick. It'll be Eddie Simpson, Dan Williams, David Barnhart, and Tom Rose rounds out your top 4. Well, that's it, guys. The last time you'll be called beginners. Next year, it's a whole new ball game for these guys. Once again, your winner, car number 40, Eddie Simpson. Up next, the mini stocks on the pole. Car number 25, Mike Risley. Outside him, the 81 of Red Harvey Jr. 28, Larry Felix is in the second row inside. Outside him, the 42 of Greg Howard. Greg Howard. Then the 9 of Scott Hall. Outside him will be the 23 of Ed Free. 24, Jeff Foltz. 85, Jay Crawford. And 0, Jeff Morris. All right. We should get a green flag. Oh, and we got cars spinning in turn 4. That's the 23 of Ed Free, the 9 of Scott Hall. All righty, a complete restart. Mike Risley, Red Harvey, Scott Hall, Greg Howard, Jeff Foltz, Ed Free. Green flag flies, and we are racing. No, they were strung out a little bit too much. No green flag. We'll get them relined back up. Should be racing here in a couple of moments.
See if we get our mini lined up this time. Roll along. Once again, the lineup. Oh, the 25, Mike Risley. 81, Red Harvey Jr. Second row, the 9, Scott Hall. The 42, Greg Howard. Third row, the 24, Jeff Foltz. The 23, and Greg.
Mike Risley, Red Harvey, Scott Hall, Greg Howard, Jeff Foltz, Ed Free, Jeff Morris, Jay Crawford.
Here we go, green flag.
Green flag, we are racing. Mike Risley and Red Harvey side by side into turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. They're side by side into turns 3 and 4. Mike Risley with a slight advantage that time across the stripe. 4-car battle for the lead. Red Harvey Jr. now your leader. Mike Risley back to second. Good battle for that third position between Jeff Foltz and Scott Hall. Now Risley slides out of turn 4. Hall looks to the high side. They're side by side through turns 1 and 2. Risley slides through turns 1 and 2 that time once again. As Jeff Foltz and Scott Hall continue to battle. Now Hall looks to the high side and gets around Mike Risley, as will Jeff Foltz, this time down the back straightaway. But Risley battles back through turns 3 and 4. Now Jeff Foltz gets around. Jeff Foltz runs third. Mike Risley back to fourth. As Risley appears to be fighting a badly handling machine. Scott Hall in second position. He kind of runs it a little bit high to keep Jeff Foltz back there in third. Red Harvey still your leader. Foltz right on the back bumper of Scott Hall. Scott Hall, he's loose.
Scott Hall now on the low side and
Caution on the track.
And race control says
Okay, and your lineup on the restart, as we appear to have a little bit of confusion. Couple cars side by side. We will not get a green flag this time by unless they single file out. No green flag as the flagman waves the caution. As I said before, we had some cars side by side. We'll get them lined up here. Should get a green flag in just a couple of moments. We should get a green flag next time by. Red Harvey, Scott Hall, Greg Howard, Mike Risley. No restart that time by, as they're strung out all the way down the track. We'll get them tightened back up here and should get a green flag hopefully this time by. Flag flies and we are racing, and with a very, very big lead, Red Harvey in that 81 machine. Running second is Scott Hall, Greg Howard, Mike Risley, and Ed Freed. And now Risley pulls off the track in turn 4. He'll pull into the infield. His evening's done. Mike Risley in the 25 machine. Red Harvey, your leader. In second, Scott Hall. Third, Greg Howard. Good battle going on for that fourth between the 24 and 23 machines. Jeff Foltz and Ed Freed. Now Foltz looks to the inside of Freed down the front straightaway. Jeff Foltz now runs in that fourth position as Scott Hall looks to the high side. Or Greg Howard looks to the inside of Scott Hall. Greg Howard now runs in that second position in that 42 machine. Definitely having his best run of the year in this machine after crashing out his other car earlier this year. Jeff Foltz now runs in that fourth position. And now Scott Hall, he spins in turn 3. Caution flag is out. And this is how they'll line up on the restart. Red Harvey, Greg Howard, Jeff Foltz, Ed Free, Jeff Morris, and Jay Crawford. Green flag, and Jeff Morris immediately jumps over the Greg Howard machine down the front straightaway. He runs second. Greg Howard back to third. Ed Free running in that third position. Red Harvey still your leader, but here comes Jeff Morris closing visibly through turns 1 and 2 that time. And now Harvey, he slides just a little bit down the front straightaway. Jeff Foltz moves to the high side through turns 1 and 2. They're side by side down the back straightaway. White flag, one more lap to go for your leader, 81, Red Harvey Jr. Jeff Foltz looks to the high side. They're side by side through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be a close one. And Harvey takes Foltz high at the last minute out of turn 4. Red Harvey, your winner. Jeff Foltz, second. Greg Howard, third. Ed Free will finish fourth in the 23 machine. Once again, your winner, car number 81, Red Harvey Jr. And now the Pure Stocks are up next. Car number 98, Gary Seitz on pole, Jim Chamberlain in the 25 car outside of him. Then it's 4, Harley Jenkins, 57, Chris Pawpaw, 10, Arliss Williams, 28, Danny Suffren, and 14, John Campbell. The Pure Stocks. And we should get a green flag next time by. Once again, it's Gary Seitz, Jim Chamberlain, Harley Jenkins, Chris Pawpaw, Arliss Williams, Danny Suffren, and John Campbell. The Kare Pure Stocks. Their last heat race or feature race for 1994. Green flag flies and we are racing. Boy, that was a good looking start. All 3 rows side by side. And Chamberlain about to lose his door. The door on the left-hand side is just hanging there, and black flag for your leader, car number 25, Jim Chamberlain. What tough luck this is. So good battle going on for your lead now with Jim Chamberlain being given the black flag. Car number 98, Gary Seitz on the inside, Harley Jenkins on the outside. Harley Jenkins now your leader, Gary Seitz back to second. In third is Arliss Williams in the 10 machine. Chris Pawpaw runs fourth. And now Arliss Williams looks to the inside of Gary Seitz down the front straightaway. They scrape paint in turn 1. Oh! Arliss Williams slides. Gary slides high, and he shoves Danny Suffren into the turn 2 wall. Caution on the track.
Word from the outside of the rail, he's okay, but the race car may not be. Ahead of him got to move out of the way and got pitched right into the wall.
Okay, experiencing a little bit of problem with our natural sound, or our nat sound, the sound of the cars, but we're going to keep announcing this race. We will get a green flag next time by, or we've already gotten the green flag, excuse me. We are racing. Harley Jenkins, your leader. Car number 57, Chris Pawpaw, runs in second. And in third is John Campbell in the 14 car. Jim Chamberlain back out in the 25 machine, minus that door, as Danny Suffren is still running around the track after taking that hard hit in turn 2. Harley Jenkins still your leader. Chris Pawpaw runs in that second position with quite a distance between those 2 cars. Danny Suffren wanting to close on that 25 of Jim Chamberlain. John Campbell has set his sights on the 57 of Chris Pawpaw, trying to find him and get around him for that second position. Harley Jenkins, your leader in the 4 car. Harley Jenkins, car number 4, leading this race definitely with quite an advantage over that turn 2 position. It's Harley Jenkins, Chris Pawpaw, John Campbell, Jim Chamberlain, Danny Suffren, Arliss Williams. And now Williams seems to be closing on the 28 of Danny Suffren. As Suffren, that car not doing quite as well after taking that shunt in the turn 2 wall. Arliss Williams looks to the inside of Suffren. Down the back straightaway, Arliss Williams around Danny Suffren for that position. Harley Jenkins still your leader. Running in second is Chris Pawpaw as we continue to watch flat tire on the 28 car of Danny Suffren. There's your leader, car number 4, Harley Jenkins. He has about a half a lap lead on that second place car, Chris Pawpaw. Now Arliss Williams trying to find a way around the 25 of Jim Chamberlain. He'll look to the inside down the front straightaway. They're side by side. Oh, they touch. Chamberlain goes around in turn 2. Jim Chamberlain in the 25 car spins into the infield. Caution on the track. All right, with the return of our Nat sound, we should get a green flag next time by. Harley Jenkins, Chris Pawpaw, John Campbell, Jim Chamberlain, and Arliss Williams. They pick up the throttle coming through turn 4 that time. Green flag flies, and we are racing once again. Car number 4, Harley Jenkins, your leader. Car number 57, Chris Pawpaw, runs second. John Campbell now running in that 3rd position. Jim Chamberlain in 4th, and Arliss Williams in 5th. And coming back out on the track is the car number 28 of Danny Suffren. Arliss Williams looks to the high side of Jim Chamberlain down the back straightaway, but he can't quite make it stick that time. He'll look to the inside once again. Be careful, Arliss. This is where you messed up last time. They're side by side through turns 1 and 2. They trade a little paint, a little bit of more. And Arliss Williams now runs in that 4th position. 1 lap to go for your leader, Harley Jenkins. Chris Pawpaw, John Campbell, your top 3. Arliss Williams runs in that 4th position as smoke begins to come from the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. Your winner will be Harley Jenkins. Chris Pawpaw will finish 2nd. In 3rd will be John Campbell. Arliss Williams will finish 4th. Once again, your winner, car number 4, Harley Jenkins.
Harley Jenkins clearly had time to...
And now the final feature event for 1994, the figure 8s. On the pole, car number 3, Earl Jenkins. Then it's the 4 of Harley Jenkins outside of him. Then the 69 of Jeff Isbell, and then the 25 of Jim Chamberlain. Chris Pawpaw having problems, him not being able to make the show. So 4 cars tonight for the figure 8s. And it looks like, yes, it looks like Chris Pawpaw will make it out in the 57 machine as he comes out onto the track. Right now, car number 57, Chris Pawpaw. That's kind of neat. It'd be a shame if he missed the last race of the season. He's been here each and every week racing here and competing here. Chris Pawpaw in the 57 machine will take up his place on the tail of the field. So once again, it's Harley and Earl Jenkins on the front row. Jim Chamberlain, Jeff Isbell, and then Chris Pawpaw. Kare pace track. Pulls off the track and into the pit area. We should get a green flag this time by. It's Earl and Harley. Jeff Isbell and Jim Chamberlain and Chris Papa. Green flag, and we are racing for the final time for 1994. And Harley Jenkins spins immediately in turn one. Earl Jenkins, your leader. Jim Chamberlain runs second. Jeff Isbell and Chris Papa. And it looks like Harley Jenkins is going to go to the pits. Harley Jenkins in the 4 machine out of this event.
Chris Papa, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
It's Earl Jenkins, Jim Chamberlain, Jeff Isbell, Chris Papa. There's a look at Harley Jenkins as he takes the helmet off in turn 3 of the circle track. Jim Chamberlain loose that time through turn 4. Jeff Isbell can't quite take advantage of it though, however, as Earl Jenkins continues to lead. Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that Pinstrok Productions not only videotapes here at Kare Speedway each and every week and has since 1992, but we also videotape at Columbus Motor Speedway. We have all the events since 1990 from Columbus Motor Speedway and Kare Dragway since 1992. For the Midwest's finest video racing series, Pinstrok Productions. We'd like to thank Richard and Barbara Chrysler, Sue Chrysler, Bill Chrysler, Rick Chrysler, and all the other staff and management of Kare Speedway for their caring and devotion to Pinstrok Productions and allowing us to come out here each and every week and videotape their fine events. Earl Jenkins still your leader, Jim Chamberlain, and Jeff Isbell and Chris Papa, your 4 running cars for the figure 8s. Chamberlain slides a little bit that time through turns 3 and 4. Jeff Isbell once again can't take advantage. He still remains third. 5 laps complete of this 12-lap event. Halfway next time by. And 6 laps now complete for your leader. Halfway point for car number 3, Earl Jenkins. It's kind of neat looking at that door being off of Jim Chamberlain's car. You can see him inside there really working. Jim Chamberlain, Jeff Isbell putting on quite a show as Isbell looking for a way around the 25 of Chamberlain. And once again, I'd like to say get well soon to Joyce Mink. And Joyce, get back to the tracks and get back out real soon. We miss you, dear. Earl Jenkins still your leader. Car number 25, Jim Chamberlain runs second. 69, Jeff Isbell in third.
Battle races on between Chamberlain, Isbell, Chris Papa.
Now Jeff Isbell, Jim Chamberlain side by side. Chamberlain sideways, so is the 69 of Jeff Isbell. Both of them keep it going and they keep the same relative positions. Jim Chamberlain in second, Jeff Isbell runs third. And we're on the final lap of the final race for the 1994 season, and your winner will be, no doubt, Earl Jenkins in the 3 car. In second will be Jim Chamberlain in 25. 69 Jeff Isbell runs third, and Chris Pawpaw will finish fourth. Harley Jenkins will be credited for the 5th position. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for purchasing not only this Pinstroke Productions videotapes, but all of our videotapes throughout the season. Pinstroke Productions, Midwest's finest video racing series, and remember, we will see you here next year from the backstretch and at the track. Once again, thank you, and goodbye for 1994. And we take one last look at the 87 machine of John Fitzgerald. That machine badly battered.